I just realized I hadn't been recording. Anyway, there we go. Give them a little bit of a shake and then rotate your feet, working into those ankle joints. Nice big circles. Circling them the other way. And then point and flex your feet. Extending and lengthening, and then flexing. Extending and lengthening through the legs, and then flexing. Again, as you flex and point your toes, becoming aware of where you're feeling a bit of a stretch. Is it in the arches of the feet? Is it through the Achilles tendon, the back of the calves? Does it go up into your knees? Having a sense of awareness, kind of where you're feeling it. And then from there, we're going to back, just a fraction, scrunch up your toes, squeeze, 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 and then spread them nice and wide. And scrunch up your toes, squeeze, 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 and spread them nice and wide. Last time, scrunching up the toes and spread them wide. Perfect. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. If you need to come back onto a support, you can do that for our cobbler. You can let those knees flap up and down, opening up into the hips. Lovely. Right, and then allow the legs to settle, allow the movement to stop. And if you want, you can walk your buttocks a little closer to your heel, or you can draw your heels in, sitting tall, opening up the chest. And then from here, we're going to place the right hand onto the mat beside us. Inhale, bring that left arm up, reach into the fingers, and very slowly start to lengthen and slide across to the right side. Now, as you slide across to the right side, watch that your left buttock and hip don't lift off the mat, and keep them fairly grounded. Noticing how you feel in those hips as you start to reach over to the side. Inhaling, coming back up to the center, exhale, release. Other side, reaching into the right fingertips, lift and lengthen toward, and then reaching over to the side. You can stretch the bottom hand away from you a little, or you can just bend the elbow. Again, whatever feels comfortable, as long as you don't drop over and lift the right buttock off the mat. Go. When you're ready on the inhalation, let yourself come back to the center. On the exhalation, let that arm float all the way down. Send the feet further away from you, so towards me. Grab hold of your shins, or just below the knees, whatever is a good distance for your arms. Cat stretch, but sitting. You're going to inhale, you're going to lift the chest, you're going to arch a little. And then as you exhale, you're going to round, you're going to kind of roll back onto your sitting bone, you tuck your chin in. And then as you inhale again, you're going to rock forwards on those sitting bones, opening up the chest, and exhaling, rolling back, spreading into the shoulder blades. Inhale as you open, exhale as you round. And we'll do 3 or 4 more. Find a nice rhythm, enjoying the release through the spine, the back, the shoulders, again, becoming aware of where the tension is maybe sitting for you this evening. And one last round. And inhaling, coming back up again, bring the knees together, give them a good squeeze. And then you can either sit with the legs out in front of you, or you can cross them again. You're going to take your right arm behind you. You can just let it rest wherever you feel comfortable. So there's not going to be any strain or discomfort in that right arm. And we're going to be taking the head over to the left. So you can tilt the head over to the left. Inhaling back to the center. And a few more times. So you're feeling a lovely stretch down the right side of the neck. Feel that right hand, the hand that's behind your back, is soft, relaxed. There's no tension in it. One last time. So the next time your head is tilted over to the left, let it stay there. Hold it here and breathe into it easily, comfortably. That you can relax into your jaw. Often we hold so much tension in our jaw. Feel that you can smile and just relax. If you need to move a little, go ahead. Inhale, bring your head back to the center when you're ready. Exhale, release the arm. You might just want to give it a little bit of a shake. Noticing how the right one feels compared to the left. And then swoop the left arm behind you. Sitting nice and tall. And then all you're doing is tilting the head over to the right. And inhaling back to the center. So a few more times dynamically, slowly to the rhythm of your breath. Remember that anything feels uncomfortable, you stop at any point in time. Never go further than what feels right for you on any given day. And this time when that head is tilted over to the left, let the right let it stay there. Breathing into the left side of your neck, feel that you're creating a little bit of space and lightness. Softening into the jaw, cheeks. On your next inhalation, bring your head back to the center. Exhale, release that arm, give it a little bit of a shake out. If you're sitting cross-legged, cross the legs the other way, because we usually always tend to sit in the way that we feel comfortable with. If your legs are straight out in front of you, you're welcome to keep them there. When you inhale, bring both arms up together, interlock the fingers, reach the palms up to the ceiling. So we're lengthening out the sides of the body, moving dynamically as you exhale, leaning over to the right side, lengthen, 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 and inhale, bring yourself back to the center. Exhale, take yourself over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. This is where it changes a little. As you exhale, you're going to rotate, twist a little towards the right, as if you're trying to look towards the right side. Inhale back to the center. Then exhale, twist and rotate to the left. Inhale, center. And then we do the same thing again. Exhaling over to the right. Same little sequence, the same little vinyasa. Inhaling back to the center. Exhale over to the left. Lovely. Inhale back to the center. Bit of a rotation, rotate to the right. Nothing strong, nothing forceful. Inhale back to the center. A little rotation to the left. Inhale back to the center. One last set of the sequence. Exhaling over to the right. Inhaling back. Exhaling over to the left. Just bringing a little bit of movement to the body, gently rotating to the right. Your inhalation brings you back again. Exhaling, rotating to the left. Inhaling back. And your next exhalation, float the arms down. Slowly, slowly you can. And then circle into those shoulders. As you inhale, bring the shoulders forwards and up. As you exhale, take them back down and around. Nice big squeezes into the shoulder blade area. And then circling them the other way. Inhaling, bring the shoulders back and up. Exhaling, forwards and down. Super. That's it. And release. Shaking out the wrists and hands. So for this evening, we are going to come and lie on our backs. So finding a comfortable position that works for you. There we go. So let's move that out of the way. Feel that you can ground down through the soles of your feet, having the feet and knees about hip width apart, having your back comfortably on the mat, and then take your back into a pelvic tilt. So as you inhale, notice that there's a natural arch in your lower back. As you exhale, press the small of the back down into the mat. So as you inhale, you're going to rock the pelvis forwards, creating that comfortable arch in the back. And as you exhale, press the small of the back flat into the mat. Becoming completely aware of the area that you're working with. The pelvis, the sacrum, the lower back, and the lower ribs in your lower back. And you might feel that The pelvis, the sacrum feels completely comfortable when you rock back and forth. You might find that one side is a little more tender than the other. Becoming aware, there's nothing wrong if you pick anything up. It's just noticing these things. A little sense of self-awareness creeping in. Super. Right, we'll move back into this movement in a little while. For now, bring your right knee to your chest. Give that a good squeeze in towards you. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling and rotate your foot once more. Rotate it the other way. Point and flex it a few times. Lovely. Right, if you're feeling that you haven't done yoga for a while and you need a little bit of support, keep your left foot on the ground. If you feel that you need a little bit of a challenge, then you need to bring your left knee to your chest. Your arms are going to be down alongside your body. You're going to point your toes. And as you inhale, just very, very slowly start to lower your leg, if you don't have a chair in the way, all the way down towards the mat. And then as you exhale, flex your foot and see if you can bring your leg up again. If you find that that breathing doesn't work for you, if it doesn't feel comfortable to inhale and to lengthen through the leg as you lower it, then switch into the breathing. All right. So we're going to do 5 with this right leg. You're going to be lengthening through that right leg as you lower it down. And then you're going to flex the foot as you bring that leg back up again. If you find that you're straining or arching and it's getting a bit too strong, then please just place that left foot onto the ground and rather work slowly and mindfully in a more supportive position. So it really doesn't matter. No one can actually watch or see you and tell you kind of what you should be feeling today. It really just depends on you. And if you need to change halfway the movement, you can do so. On this next one, keep your leg up again. We're going to flex that foot. Slip the hands behind your leg. Inhale smoothly. And as you exhale, just very gently start to ease that knee towards you. So you might still have your knee to your chest, or you might have that foot on the ground. Gently easing that leg towards you. And we're going to work with the breath. So as you inhale, you're going to straighten the arms completely. And as you exhale, you're going to bend the elbows. So that leg comes a little closer towards you. Inhale, straightening. And it might be a really small movement, or it might be a big movement. Just depends on how tight the hamstrings are feeling, the back of the knee, the Achilles, the calf. If you're feeling quite tight, the hands will be a little bit lower on that hamstring. If you're feeling really flexible and open, you might even be holding onto your ankle. Last one, this time when that leg is closer towards you, hold it there. If you can, place your left foot onto the mat. And if you're feeling comfortable with that, see if you can just slide that leg away and activate into your left foot as well. So it's not just floppy on the ground, but both legs are going to be fairly active. The breath is still smooth, you're still smiling, no strain. And then we bend that right knee to the chest, we give it a little squeeze, and we extend that leg out as well. Close the eyes for a moment. And go inwards and noticing, compare how your right leg feels to that left leg. Might feel a little lighter, a little longer. And then when you're ready, bend your right knee, place the sole of the foot onto the mat. Bring that left knee to your chest, give it a quick squeeze. It knows what's happening, what is coming. We extend that leg up to the ceiling. Rotate that foot a few times. Rotate it a few times the other way. If you do want to, you can point and flex it. Okay. The arms come down alongside your body. Depending on how you feel, you might want to keep the right foot to the mat. You might want to bring that knee to the chest. As you inhale, if it feels comfortable enough, you can lower your leg down towards the mat. And then flex the foot. Make it a nice active movement as you bring that leg back up. Feel that you can keep the sacrum firmly rooted to the ground as you lift that leg. So if you feel that you're going to have to lift your buttocks to get your leg up kind of into a higher position, then rather don't bring that leg up that high. Also see if you can keep as much of your back on the mat as possible. So we did about 6 rounds on the right leg. We're going to try to do the same amount on the left leg. One last round. And this time when your leg is up, let it stay up. Hold it there. If you need to, you can place the bottom leg down on the ground. Otherwise, clasp your hands behind your left leg. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your knee and also bring that leg towards you. And inhale, let it out somewhat. Exhale as you bring that leg towards you a little. Inhale as you create more space between you and the leg. Noticing again where you're feeling it. The next time your elbows are bent and that leg is towards you, let it stay there. Feel that you can lengthen a little bit more through that leg. And if your back allows and you feel comfortable, extend your right leg out into the mat. Flex that foot, hold it there, and breathe into both legs. Soft, smooth breath. Lengthening and opening, softening into the shoulders. Super. And release. Hug that knee in towards you. Placing the sole of the foot back down. Extend both legs out. Again, just close the eyes for a minute. Notice how the right leg feels compared to the left. Let's just be working. Do they feel a little bit more even? A little bit more the same now? And then when you're ready, bend both knees. Bring the arms down alongside your body. Check that you've got enough space behind you, that you're not going to bash into a wall or a dog or anything like that. Just adjust how you need to. Then the arms can come back down. Feet are as close to the buttocks as you feel comfortable. Feet and knees hip width apart. 3 feet and the little bridge. Ground down through the feet. As you inhale, you're going to lift the buttocks, scoop up, bring the arms up all the way behind you as well, if that feels comfortable enough tonight. And then as you exhale, slowly lower your spine all the way down, 1 vertebra at a time, bringing the arms up. If the arms are confusing things this evening, just leave the arms out. Inhale as you lift up. Keep the chin drawn in, looking towards the navel, looking towards the knees. Exhaling, slowly lowering the spine back down and the arms back down. So the inhalation starts, the movement starts. Then the movement ends and the inhalation ends. There's a little pause. Then the exhalation starts, the movement starts. The movement ends and then the exhalation ends. So the movement is always contained within either your inhalation, when you're lifting up, or the movement is contained within your exhalation. In other words, the movement when you're coming down. Twice more. When you do your Dviparapitami, your little bridge, make sure that you keep your head in the center. So don't look from side to side and look at the screen. Just keep following the voice prompt. You want to keep your neck in perfect alignment when you're doing your little bridge. And this time when you are up at your highest point, stay there, hold it, and breathe into it. So you're grounding down through the soles of your feet. You're going to bring your arms all the way down alongside your body so that you can now press the palms of your hands into the mat. You can maybe just lift a little bit more into your shoulders. The chin stays tucked in. Remember, your head stays centered. And notice where your breath is able to move. Can you feel there's a sense of freedom and openness in your chest and the front of the body? And can you also feel that there is a bit of a sense of length through the back of your body? When you're ready, slowly lower your spine all the way down. And as you reach the mat, bring your knees to your chest and take it into your Vasisthasana, your energy freeing posture. So as you inhale, let the arms straighten. And as you exhale, let the elbows bend. Inhaling as the arms straighten, you'll find the legs move away from you. And as you exhale, the elbows bend. And again, it might be a little movement, it might be a big movement. Just depends on your body. Two more rounds. And releasing. Fabulous. From here, you've got a choice. You can either just roll onto your one side and you can come up slowly, or you can swing yourself all the way up. And from here, we'll come onto all fours. For Chakrabakasana, the cat stretch. And a little bit of a sequence there tonight. The knees will be underneath our hips, hip width apart. Hands are going to be underneath our shoulders, shoulder width apart. Fingers nice and widely spread. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you round. All right, find that lovely rhythm. Your cat stretch, your movement. And then you're going to begin. When you're ready, on an inhalation, opening up your chest. As you exhale, you're going to round your spine, take your buttocks to your heels into an extended child's pose, lengthening through the spine. As you inhale, imagine slowly guiding your nose along the mat until your nose reaches your hands, and then push up into that cat stretch. Tuck under the toes, and then as you exhale, push up and back into a very gentle version of Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog with the knees bent. Inhale, push through your heels, come into a gentle plank position, so you're now stretching out into those calves. And then as you exhale, bring your knees back to the mat, release the toes. Inhale as you now open up again, and we start the sequence once more. As we exhale, we're going to round, taking the buttocks to the heels. As you inhale, imagine drawing the nose along the mat towards your hands. Push up into the hands and tuck under your toes. As you exhale, push up and back a little into a version of Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keeping the spine long, inhale into a plank, so push back through the heels, lengthen through the calves, take the weight into the arms. As you exhale, release the knees to the mat. Inhale as you open into your cat stretch, and again we'll do that sequence another time. Exhale as you round, taking the buttocks to the heels. Becoming more and more aware of how your body feels in this little sequence. Exhale as you push up and back into a version of your downward facing dog. Inhale, press into the heels, take yourself into a nice strong plank, opening up. Exhale, release the knees. Inhale as you open to a cat. Let's do one more round. In your own time now. Feel that you've got the sequence, the movement. Moving slowly with awareness. Releasing. Inhale into a cat, and this time when you exhale, take yourself back, either into a child's pose or Mandukasana. So if you'd like to do the frog, take yourself into the frog, big toes together, knees nice and wide apart. Releasing the hands, you can slip them underneath your forehead, or you can reach them out in front. Staying there, breathing, holding. I'm just going to lift my head so that you can hear me as I talk. So as you rest into your frog or your child pose, feel that the weight of your pelvis can move back. So that you're grounding back into yourself. And you're allowing the front of your body, your chest, to be open and light and free. So that you can breathe gently and easily into the back of your body, into your shoulder blades. And there's a lovely spreading going on in that space. And then when you're ready, slowly uncurl. Walk your hands towards you, bring the neck and head up last. You can bring the legs a little closer together, opening up your chest. Slip the toes under. Bridget, to see how this goes. If it's too much, leave it out. If you can, give it a little go, give it a try. So we're going to tuck the toes under. You come a little bit closer so that you can see. And if that means you need to stay up, you can stay up. If you're feeling comfortable enough and you can take the weight back onto those toes, do so. One of my all-time favorites, as you all know. Feeling that you're getting a lovely release through the feet. While we are here, we may as well play a little. So reaching the arms up, lengthening. As you exhale, you're going to lean over to the right side. As you inhale, bring yourself back to the center. As you exhale, over to the left side. If your toes are squeaking and squealing and they're not happy, then all you do is you come back up a little. Exhale over to the right. And if they really are completely unhappy with that, then you can release them all the way back down. We're going to try for one more round. Exhaling over to the right. Inhaling back. Exhaling over to the left. Inhaling back. Exhale, release your arms. Come off those poor little toes that have done so much work. Spread them wide. Scrunch them up. Spread them wide. Scrunch them up. And you're going to good tap out. Super. Right. If your knees are taking a little bit of strain, because we are going to be here for just a little bit longer, then please just maybe place a towel or a blanket underneath you. We're going to be coming onto all fours. So to come to check the distance, sorry, you're going to take the buttocks to your heels and you're going to stretch your arms out so that you're in a kind of a long extended child's pose. And then you're going to take the weight forward so that the shoulders are over the wrists. And then extend one leg back and then the other leg back. So that you're in your plank. What a wonderful thing. Super. So from here, we are now going to step. I suppose whichever foot is closest to the screen so that you can kind of see what's happening as you step. You're going to step the one foot in and you're going to turn the foot towards the screen or towards me. And your long leg, the leg that is still back there, you're going to roll onto the side of that foot. And you'll already notice that your body is wanting to open. And you're just gently going to open up into a variation of your side plank. So you've still got the support of that leg in front of you. You're pressing down into it, which means that your bottom hip is able to lift. You've got a lovely chest open. That top arm is reaching up so that there's not too much strain on the bottom wrist, but you're still pressing down through the arms. You've got like a bouncy ball effect. And then when you're ready, you release that hand, rotate back again, step that leg back, slip the knees back down. And you can either rest into a child's pose, you can release the wrists, you can shake them out, whatever you feel necessary. If you need to turn around, if you need to watch that again, then just swivel over on your mat. If you're kind of quite comfortable with that sequence, you can stay where you are. Same thing happens again. Measure to see where you need to be. Bring the shoulders over your wrists. Extend your legs back. And then this time, step the opposite leg forwards. So it kind of comes halfway between you, angle the foot out to the side, and automatically by doing that, you'll find your back wants to come out. Open up into your chest, reach that arm up, and enjoy that. Feel the strength, feel the stability. Allow yourself to smile, or to tremble, or to shout, whatever you feel you need to do. Here we go. Remember, if at any stage it gets too much, you release. Strong legs. And then releasing, bring that arm back down. Rotate the hips, extend the leg back. Please come down to the mat. Buttocks to your heels and into that child pose or your frog again to completely relax and release. Really letting go. Feel that you can breathe into your shoulders, your pelvis, your arms, everything or anything you need to. And then slowly and bring the neck and head up last. You need to lean back to drain the sinuses. You can do that. Right, we're going to be doing that once more. You can choose to do the same option we've just done again, or if you want to go into the full Vasisthasana, you can do that. So if you're not 100% sure of the one we've just done, maybe just, I was going to say, press rewind and record, and press play again, but this is a live session, so you can't actually do that. So hopefully you can remember. If not, try your best. We will be going into, we'll try the full version for those who can. All right, back into your nice, strong plank. You might just want to bring that arm in just a little bit, or take the feet out to the side. That might be easier. Engage the abdominals, activate the legs. Now, from here, if you are feeling comfortable, you're going to roll onto the outside of your foot. You're going to keep the top leg on top of that. And you're going to open up into your chest and you're going to reach that arm up. Now, if you're finding that this is too strong, you just bring that top leg in front and you support yourself. That's actually the easiest way to do it. Otherwise, you just stay here with both the legs on top of each other. Watch that your head doesn't collapse down. Feel that the neck is long and extension. Stay safe. Feel that you're building up some nice heat and warmth. Release when you are ready. Release the knees, take the buttocks to the heels. If you need to rotate the wrists and release out of them, go ahead and do so. If you need to swivel around to watch the screen, then go ahead. Otherwise, if you're quite comfortable to just do it kind of to the back, go ahead with that. Bring yourself forwards again. Last time on those poor little wrists, taking the legs back, engaging the abdominals. Feel that the ankles and the bone bones are touching, and then feel that you can roll onto that side. Allow yourself to open up. Feel a little bit of heat, a little bit of warmth. Super. If it gets too much, again, the top foot just comes forward and it supports you there. This is the wrist that I've broken, so I'm going to need a little bit of support here. When you're ready, you're going to release out of it. Bring yourself back, buttocks to the heels, and again, completely relax and settle into it. Soft, slow, smooth breaths. Noticing how you feel. Noticing if you were able to do that with as little tension as possible, or were there times when you were straining a little? Just letting it all go for now. Maybe observing the heat that was created internally just gently dissipating to the edges of your body. Kind of that heat, that tapas that's been burning, moving to the edges of the physical body, kind of moving out to the edges of the mental body, the thoughts about, I can't do this posture, or this is hard, or it's tiring, or whatever. Just feel that is kind of moving beyond that now. And just feel that that heat is just dissipating and moving past that emotional body. Any sense of feelings or emotions that arose. So allowing a sense of softness to return to the physical, the mental, and the emotional aspects of you. And then when you are ready, you can again slowly uncurl. And bringing the neck and head up last. If you need to lean back to drain the sinuses, you are more than welcome to do so. Lovely. Then as the legs come out in front of you, we're going to take it into a version of Paschimottanasana, your forward bend. I love to do it with my legs nicely bent because my hamstrings are always so tight. So if you want, you can just slip your arms underneath you, or you can rest them on your shins, or you can even hold onto the sides of your legs, whatever works. Sometimes it's quite nice to support the head. So kind of after still taking it into a bit of restorative move after having worked with Vasisthasana, where there was a sense of opening in the posture, in the main posture. And then the frog, where you were just gently relaxing and releasing. And now just gently closing in, going inwards, finding that sense of stillness, quietness. And then very, very slowly uncurl, bringing the neck and head up last. And slip your hands behind you, opening up your chest. Perfect. Then from here we'll do a little bit of pranayama, a little bit of breathing, and then we'll take ourselves into relaxation. So sitting up tall. You can close the eyes for a moment. And start off by observing your breath. Observing the inhalation flowing in and the exhalation flowing out. A moment to notice or observe, become aware of which nostril is feeling a little bit more dominant. As you inhale, does it feel as if air is able to flow in through or to one nostril more easily than the other? And when you exhale, does it feel like the air is able to leave one nostril more dominantly than the other? Notice. Maybe it changes from breath to breath. Maybe they're even and stable. And then for yourself, noticing if there is a sense of warmth or heat within the body, or if there's a sense of coolness. And if there's a sense of coolness and you need to create heat, you're going to work with Surya Vedana, where you're going to inhale through your left nostril, and you're then going to exhale out through your right. So you'll be using your right hand, and you can work with the mudra that works for you. And you're then going to inhale comfortably and smoothly through your left nostril, and then you're going to exhale out through your right. So doing Surya Vedana, if you're feeling that the body is cool and you need to create a little bit of heat, you're always going to inhale through the left and exhale through the right. If you feel that there's a sense of excessive heat or a little bit more heat than necessary, and you need to create a sense of coolness within and within the kind of mental body as well, you're going to inhale through the right and exhale through the left. You're going to just continue in your own time, choosing whichever version works for you. So using your thumb and your index finger to manipulate the breath. And if you feel that you don't want to use your hand, you can just visualize the air circulating in and out. Doing 2 more rounds in your own time. Releasing your hand, the mudra. Just observing the breath. Feeling it as it flows in and following it as it flows out. Bringing a sense of balance and stability back. Evenness. And then from there, you can slowly open your eyes and you can come and make yourself comfortable for relaxation. You can come and sit in, you can come and lie in any comfortable position that works for you. If you want to, you can switch off your light so that it's not too dark. That is not too light, so that it's a little darker. I'm going to bring myself a little bit closer to the screen so that it's more audible. If you need to put on any jerseys or blankets, anything like that, obviously doing so. Just making sure that you're going to be completely comfortable for the next little while. And now, as you're lying there, allow your head to loll a little from side to side, just releasing any tension from the back of the neck, head. Bring the head back to the center. Allow the eyes to close, allow the face and the head to settle. And then make tight fists of your hands. Reach your hands all the way down towards your feet. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax and release, letting go. Softening your hands, softening your fingers. And then flex your feet, tighten your thighs, tighten your buttocks. Squeeze, 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 squeeze as much as necessary. And then as you exhale, relax and release. Soften your legs, your feet, your toes. Relaxing the buttocks. Inhale into your whole body. And as you exhale, allow your whole body to gently relax. Again, doing that again. Inhaling, allow your whole body to gently expand. And exhaling, allow your whole body to softly release and relax. Do that once more. And then once you've released, allow your focus to move down to the soles of your feet. And allow your feet and your ankles to relax. Feel that you can release down to the calf. Feel that you can relax your knees. Moving up a little, relaxing your upper legs. And then releasing into the pelvis. Soft, soft pelvis. Relax and at ease. Inhaling into the abdomen. Up through the lower back. Relaxing, softening, letting go. Feel that sense of relaxation, the breath moving up, releasing through your whole upper back, releasing through your chest, softening out and down across the collarbones, down your arms to your elbows, your wrists, your hands, and each of your fingers. And feel that there's a lovely softness and lightness in the hands, fingers, the softness in the face, the jaw, the cheeks, gently relaxing the face and the head. Just allow your awareness to settle at the nostrils again. And feeling the air flowing in through both nostrils and flowing out through both nostrils. Just noticing which nostril is feeling a little more dominant. Your right nostril, Surya, the sun. Your left nostril, Pingala, the moon. And I think I may have mixed them up when we were talking about the pranayama practice. So just drawing or noticing that if your right nostril is a little bit more open, the sun, Surya, is maybe a little bit more active, the warming side. Just noticing if you can take a moment to feel the inhalation moving through your right nostril. And then imagine exhaling out through both nostrils, even. Inhaling through the right nostril, exhaling out through both. See if you can imagine that gentle, slow cycle. Inhaling through the right, Surya, the warming, the heating, and out evenly through both. Do that twice more. And then take your attention to your left nostril. Chandra, Ida, the moon, the cooling, the feminine. Imagine inhaling through the left, bringing about a sense of coolness, lightness. And then imagine exhaling out through both nostrils. Inhaling through the left, exhaling through both. visualizing the moon, maybe just reflecting back from the ocean or a body of water, calming, soothing. And then release that practice. Notice how the air, the breath, is moving evenly and smoothly through both nostrils now. Complete sense of stillness and lightness within and around you. The physical body is at ease. The mental body is at ease. And the emotional body is at ease. And in the sense of stillness and peace, feel that you can start to breathe just a little more deeply. You're slowly drawing yourself out of your relaxation. So you may want to rub the thumbs along your fingertips. You may want to wiggle your toes. You can keep your eyes closed as you stretch your arms out behind you. If you want to. Stretching diagonally through the body, right arm and left leg. And then left arm and right leg. Arms one way, legs the other. Take a nice deep breath in. And then let it go. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest, give them a good squeeze. If you need to rock a little from side to side, please go ahead and do so. Eventually, you just roll all the way onto a side that you feel comfortable with. If you'd like to stay there for a little while longer, you're welcome to do so. If you want to, you can come up into a seated position. You can still keep the eyes closed, still keep that stillness within you. And if you want, you can place your hands into that same part of your body as you did earlier, or a different part. And take a moment to think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. Once those 3 things have come into your awareness and you've released them, take 3 deep breaths to where your hands are currently placed. And after your 3rd breath, you can bring the palms of your hands together, palming them again, getting them warm, cup them over your eyes. Open your eyes into the darkness, blinking the eyes a few times as you move your hands away. And namaste. Well done, everyone. Thank you for being here and joining in this evening. It is always so lovely to see you all and to have you part of the class. And apologies about my little pranayama oopsie. I hope you managed to pick that up during the explanation. I was trying to demonstrate and talk it through you watching by doing the opposite side, by trying to mirror image you, and then I got myself in a little bit of a tiz. So